The Rookie Season 8 filming updates make the mid-season premiere decision look even worse. What if I told you ABC is sabotaging its own best show? That The Rookie, one of television's most gripping police procedurals, is being pushed into the shadows on purpose. Why would a network delay a fan-favorite series right after its most explosive cliffhanger? Why, after 7 adrenaline-pumping seasons, is Season 8 being banished to the mid-season graveyard? Even as filming reveals it's more ambitious than ever, something doesn't add up, because while the cameras roll in exotic European cities, and cast members train for their most intense stunts yet, the audience is being kept in the dark. And if you think this is just another scheduling hiccup, think again. This isn't about ratings. This isn't about network strategy. This is about a much deeper game, a silent chess match being played behind studio doors. And the biggest loser? You. The viewer who's waited, invested, and now been betrayed. So before this video uncovers why ABC made this shocking move, and what secret it's hiding behind the Rookie's glittering international reboot, take 1 second to subscribe to this channel, because everything they don't want you to know, we're revealing it here. Now hold tight, because this gets darker than you think. It all started with a finale no one saw coming. In May 2025, The Rookie ended its Season 7 run on a brutal cliffhanger. Monica walked free. The team stood stunned. The system failed again. And then silence. No fall premiere. No new episodes. Just a vague mid-season date months away. The message was clear: wait. Be patient. Don't ask questions. But we're gonna ask the questions anyway, because something about this mid-season premiere doesn't make sense. The Rookie is one of ABC's most successful shows. It delivers consistently high ratings. It's got a loyal global fanbase. And now, with Season 8, it's doing something totally unprecedented, taking its story overseas. Cast members like Jenna Dewan have been spotted filming across Europe, not Los Angeles, not on a soundstage, but real cities, real locations, big budget, high stakes, serious investment. This isn't a show that's winding down. This is a show that's being reinvigorated, and yet ABC delays it. If this were about budget constraints, they wouldn't be flying the cast around Europe. If this were about scheduling gaps, they wouldn't also delay Will Trent, another top-rated ABC series. No, this is a pattern. This is a move, a controlled maneuver to reshuffle what we see and when. And here's the forbidden truth: this isn't just about TV. It's about leverage, control, and maybe, just maybe, silencing a narrative that's getting too real. Because The Rookie has done something few police procedurals ever do. It made the institution question itself. It showed corruption inside the badge. It made us root for flawed heroes and doubt the very systems they protect. And after Season 7's finale, that message got too loud, so ABC hit pause. But while we were waiting, something strange started happening. Actors began posting cryptic updates. Jenna Dewan teased international intrigue. Melissa O'Neil shared footage of intense tactical training. And behind the scenes, whispers started to emerge. Season 8 wasn't just more of the same. It was different. It was bold. It was dangerous. What are they hiding? Well, here's the first secret no one's saying out loud. Season 8 might expose real-world tactics the LAPD would rather you didn't see. Why else send the characters overseas? Why else delay its release when the footage is already rolling? Remember, The Rookie isn't just fiction. It draws from real cases, real structures, real law enforcement strategies. But this time they're crossing boundaries. Literally. Season 8's European shoot locations aren't just for visual flair. They're symbolic. They're showing how power extends beyond borders. How justice, real justice, doesn't stop at city lines. And that kind of storytelling terrifies executives, because it makes people question what's real, what's legal, what's hidden. Here's the second forbidden truth. ABC may be worried that The Rookie Season 8 will hit too close to home. Politically, socially, even institutionally. After all, this is a show that's tackled police reform, corruption, undercover operations gone wrong. And now, it's escalating that to a global scale. Someone made a call. Delay it. Let the excitement cool off. Drown the conversation in other content. By the time it airs, the sharp edges will be dulled. But here's the thing: they underestimated you. They underestimated every fan who's still watching, still waiting, still wondering why their favorite show is suddenly being treated like a liability instead of a crown jewel. And here's a third secret, and it might be the most dangerous of all. By dragging out the release, ABC creates emotional decay. Anticipation turns to fatigue, fatigue turns to apathy, and apathy kills engagement. That's how you silence a movement. Not with censorship, with disinterest. And that's exactly what they're banking on. But what they didn't expect: that we'd notice, that we'd connect the dots. If you look closely at the behind-the-scenes footage leaking online, something becomes very clear. This isn't the same Rookie. Yes, the badges are still there. Yes, Nolan is still leading. But the energy is different. More covered. More unstable. More like a spy thriller than a police drama. Why? Because this season isn't just about crime in LA. It's about a network. A web of influence and corruption that crosses borders, time zones, even governments. Remember how Lucy Chen was training harder than ever? That wasn't for show. Sources close to production suggest her character is going undercover in ways that blur the line between law enforcement and espionage. So ask yourself, why is ABC hesitant to release a season like this in the fall, when viewership is strongest? Why stall something with international scope, government secrets, and morally gray tactics? Because when the story starts to look like real headlines, when fiction begins to reflect too much truth, they pull the plug, or at least delay the current. But this delay, it isn't killing the story, it's creating suspense. And suspense is fuel for the fire. Here's where it gets even darker. ABC, like every major network, walks a tightrope between entertainment and influence. Their content must entertain you, but it must also never go too far. That's why most cop shows play it safe. Black and white morality. Good guys vs bad guys. No blurred lines. But The Rookie, it's never been that kind of show. This is a series where the heroes make mistakes, where the justice system fails, where powerful people get away with it. Sound familiar? And now, Season 8 is gearing up to expose just how deep that rabbit hole goes. Do you remember Monica, the criminal mastermind who walked free in the Season 7 finale? That wasn't just a twist. That was a statement. It told us justice can be manipulated. The system is flawed, and sometimes the monster wins. And yet ABC responded not by doubling down but by stalling. They saw the implications. They saw where this could go. And they decided to hit pause. But it's too late now. Networks don't delay high-budget, fan-favorite shows for no reason. There's always a deeper motive. Here's a forbidden possibility. No one dares suggest ABC is buying time to edit what we see. Not just to polish. Not just to fix plot holes, but to soften the message. Think about it. If Season 8 is as bold as insiders claim, if it tackles surveillance, black sites, and international overreach by American authorities, then airing it without restraint could trigger backlash, not from fans, from institutions. So they delay, cut, reframe. What we'll eventually see may not be the version the creators intended. And that raises a dangerous question. Look across history. And this tactic isn't new. Truthful stories, especially ones wrapped in entertainment, have always scared power. From cancelled whistleblower documentaries to mysteriously vanished showrunners, whenever storytelling starts hitting too close, the plug is pulled. And now, we're watching it happen in real time. The Rookie Season 8 isn't just delayed, it's being rewritten in front of us, while we wait. And we're expected to forget, to move on, to accept the delay as business as usual. But what if we don't? What if we keep pressing, keep asking, keep watching the shadows? Because here's the ultimate forbidden truth. Let's not ignore the emotional damage this causes. To the fans, to the story, to the characters themselves. John Nolan has gone from rookie to veteran. We've watched him grow, fall, and rebuild. Lucy has transformed into one of the strongest, most complex women on television. Tim, Angela, Nyla, these aren't just characters. They're reflections of real struggles, of justice, of humanity. And when a network delays their return, right after the most devastating moment in the series, it doesn't just break the rhythm, it breaks trust. We're being trained to expect disappointment, to expect interruption, to accept silence. But this channel doesn't accept silence. We speak when others pause, we question when others obey, because buried inside this delay, inside this beautiful cinematic, international Season 8 of May lie truths ABC never intended to release in full. The Rookie Season 8 will premiere, eventually, but when it does, watch it closely. Look at what's missing, what feels rushed, what feels sanitized. Compare the promos to the final cut, watch for reshoots, listen to the dialogue changes, pay attention to the truth beneath the polish. Because what was once bold might now be buried, and when it airs, this community, our community, will be ready to see what others miss, to understand what's really going on, and to never stop asking why was it delayed, what did they change, and what didn't they want us to see. This isn't just about one show, it's about a shift. A subtle, controlled shift in how stories are told. And who gets to tell them? The Rookie just happens to be the latest pawn on that board. But as long as we're here, watching, questioning, refusing to forget, they can't win. We will expose what they erase. We will reveal what they hide, and will be ready when the real story returns. Until then, stay alert, stay curious,